Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Lori Schulte. Thanks for joining us. A new courthouse is coming to Civic Plaza, serving people living in the southern suburbs. The City Council voted to approve the development agreement, lease, and parking development agreement for the Hennepin County 4th District Court. It's currently at the Southdale Regional Center in Edina, but that building is now obsolete. The 36,000 square foot, two-story addition will be built onto the southwest end of Civic Plaza. The $15.7 million project would be paid for by Hennepin County, but Bloomington would own the building and lease it to the county. The location at Civic Plaza would benefit residents by keeping a district court in the suburbs.
It's what the court system refers to as access to justice. If you need to go to court to have a traffic case tried, to testify in a traffic case or a other misdemeanor level case, it's nice to be able to have something accessible that you can park at. Going downtown can be onerous. It has parking issues with having to pay for parking in a ramp, and it just takes a lot longer. We think allowing the south suburbs of Hennepin County to have a site somewhere in the south suburbs, like Bloomington, is probably the best way to provide that access to justice.
This suburban court would be responsible for processing non-felony traffic and criminal cases. Next steps include Hennepin County submitting plans for approval through the city's development review process. Construction should begin next summer. At that same city council meeting, a couple proclamations were made. First, the International Day of Peace proclamation. It's on September 21st. The Human Rights Commission honored the Day of Peace by hosting a naturalization ceremony on September 14th at Civic Plaza. 123 people were there to take the oath and become citizens of the United States. We'll hear from newly naturalized citizens in next week's show. September was also designated as National Preparedness Month. Here in Minnesota, severe weather, power outages, and traffic jams can leave you and your family in an emergency situation. That's why public health officials are encouraging residents to make a plan in preparation for a disaster. The theme this year, don't wait, communicate. Make your emergency plan today. Want some inspiration? Check out how Assistant Public Health Administrator Nick Kelly prepares.
Driving to work now, I always keep this stuff in my trunk. So I always have a blanket, I have another jacket, I have a shovel. This bag has some basic first aid supplies in it, some gloves, some utensils, some tools, a roll of duct tape, so useful, and some basic first aid supplies. So this is a little magnetic light. It's a strobe light with a red light. So it's super useful if you're ever in an emergency situation and you need somebody to make sure they can find your car. It's magnetic, so you can put it on the roof of your car.
For more tips on how to prepare yourself in case of an emergency, visit blm.mn/npm. Communications staff is responsible for bringing you this show each week, and the team here was recently recognized on a national level for their hard work. The city received 2 first-place Savvy Awards from the City County Communications and Marketing Association, called 3CMA. The communications team also got a second-place Silver Circle Award. This national competition recognizes outstanding achievements in communications in the public sector. The first-place Savvy Awards were given to the Bloomington Briefing and this show, Bloomington Today. The Silver Circle Award was for a video we put together highlighting the Bloomington Honor Guard and how they participate in Peace Officers Memorial Day. Finally, we wrap up this week's Buzz with another reminder about the cart rollout process taking place now in preparation for the new garbage and recycling program. The consortium, made up of Bloomington's 6 licensed haulers, decided to begin exchanging container carts during the week of August 8th. The cart exchange will continue through the end of September. During this 8-week process, haulers will exchange all types of carts with the same or similar cart sizes. Some residents will have a new hauler and a new cart. Haulers are now also collecting garbage and recycling in their newly assigned zones. Until you receive your carts, roll out your garbage, recycling, and yard waste carts on your regular trash day, even if the carts are empty until the end of September. Have your carts out before 7 in the morning on your regular garbage day and leave them out until the end of the business day, at least until 6 p.m. Some haulers are noticing residents are taking carts back to their house before they can be swapped.
I think once we get through some of these hurdles with the cart swap out, People get used to seeing the utility bill with their recycling and trash on it. Everybody will notice right away, starting in October, even actually before October, there will be less trucks on their streets. So there will be an immediate impact to everybody of how good this program is going to be.
For more information on the service and a look at a sample utility bill, which will soon have your new hauler's information, head to blm.mn/garbage. You can also see who your hauler is by viewing the new collection zone map found at blm.mn/garbage-map. If you have questions about the program itself, please call 952-563-8760 or email maintenance@bloomingtonmn.gov. If you have questions about billing, please call 952-563-8726 or email utilitybilling@bloomingtonmn.gov. That is the buzz on Bloomington today. If you would like to watch other stories from the show, go to this week's playlist. There you'll find a couple more stories highlighting city employees who were recently recognized for their 30 years of service. There's also a piece taking you to the Japanese Garden at Normandale Community College, where a fundraising festival will soon take place. Check those out, and thanks for watching.